government was doing the 2014 International Trade Fair, and the SME Center, Enugu, was advertising everywhere that money is not a problem. If you have a business venture, if you want to do anything, come, we'll give you money. So I already had a plan. I already had a proposal about this palm kernel oil processing factory. So I got the form from the SME Center. They were very helpful. They were very useful. And they organized lectures. And I wrote up the proposal. And luckily, they partnered with the Bank of Industry. It was the Enugu State Government and Bank of Industry program. So we attended the interview sometime in July 2014, and we were selected.
Why did he think that the business was going to work?
Yes, the raw material was there. My town, Ebagwaka, is one of the main places where you get very good palm kernel. And some of my uncles, my brothers, my cousins trade in palm kernel. So, in fact, my father traded in palm kernel in the 1930s and 1940s. So it was easy for me to learn how the business goes from my father, a retired clergyman. So we know that we can easily access the palm kernel. We know that one of the limiting factors is the national grid, where you get cheap electricity. So we located a place. Because of my my business skills, I was able to do the business proposal on the market survey, and I was able to calculate exactly how much I'm going to make for every, say, 100,000 naira I put in, or for every bag of palm kernel we bought. I found that the margin is good if you are patient and if you can manage the business well. So with all that said, I knew it was with the grace of God, it's a business that will succeed.
What was the experience before they met the Bank of Industry?
Before I heard about or the program, the Enugu State Bank of Industry program started. In fact, before I heard about it, I had already decided, as I mentioned earlier, in my 2014 resolution, New Year resolution, that I will introduce this palm kernel oil processing factory to our cooperative society. And when I did that, they bought the idea. We were already trying to raise the money. Capital is a problem. In fact, if not for the Bank of Industry, it would have taken us much longer to arrive where we are today. But with the availability of funds, it made it easier. But the idea and the business format was already in place before we heard about this Bank of Industry, Enugu State Government program.
Next, he tells me about the group's relationship with the Bank of Industry.
The funds from the Bank of Industry were in stages. The one we could access because of our lack of collateral and guarantors that we could provide was investment for up to 4 million to cover for a electric generating set, to cover for the crusher, to cover for the toaster, to cover for the filter. So that's the main equipment that we require to get this running. And the other areas we had to finance from our own investment is putting up the factory and the raw material. The raw material, in fact, is very expensive. It will take up to 3 million naira if you want to run at full capacity for a 1-month production. It's about 3.6 million naira. If you want to run to full capacity, producing 5 drums of oil every day for 20 days in the month or 25 days in the month.
Where does he see the business in the next 5 years?
The capacity for these machines we have now is producing 2 tons, that is 10 drums a day, okay, in one shift. We can do 2 shifts, day shift and night shift. That will double the production to 4 4 tons per day. That's 20 drums, producing 20 drums of oil per day. And that will multiply our turnover and multiply our margin, our gain in it. With money, in 5 years' time, it's a bit far. Within the next 12 months, within the next 3 years, if we service our loans from Bank of Industry very well, we hope to double our capacity. In fact, triple it. We need to get 2 extra toasters,